Hello and welcome back to Mangiacotti at the Movies. I am Karen Mangiacotti. This is Mark Miller, an honorary Mangiacotti, and today we are talking about the movie Les Miserables, which is based on the 1862 novel by Victor Hugo, then turned into a Broadway show in the 80s. Full disclosure, I love Broadway shows. Mark Miller, not so much.
I thought you were going to say, full disclosure, I am Victor Hugo. And
I'm not. So, anyway, Mark does not really like Broadway shows. This show, I've seen it in London and in New York and in Boston, and I love it, and I've seen it 100 times, and the show was really special to me. I was nervous about the movie adaptation, but it was amazing. I have to say, you need to go see this. Even if you read the book and it was dry and boring, even if you saw the musical and it was too grand and preachy, the movie brings a different, it's been re-envisioned with a kind of intimacy in this storytelling that hasn't happened before when I read the novel, not when I saw the musical. And it floored me, totally shook me to the core.
Wolverine was great, Catwoman was great.
Gladiator.
Great, Gladiator.
No, that's great. Russell Crowe approached his role like a football player who's been cast in a musical. He was like a little awkward.
Dancing with the football players.
Dancing with the football players, yeah. He was painfully aware that he was singing.
He was focusing on hitting the notes.
Yeah,
and
still a competent performance.
Not bad.
And I think it just stood out because the rest of the performances were amazing.
Amazing.
Anne Hathaway, best performance of her career.
Yeah, she's got 30 seconds of what I consider
totally
the
forgiven
best
her
performance
from Brokeback Mountain.
I've ever seen in, I think, my life. I think it was the best performance in these 30 seconds, worthy of Academy Award nomination.
Absolutely.
30 seconds of amazing performance.
Wolverine
was good. Yeah, it was
Jackman,
a little weird in the musical when the
claws came out. Yeah.
Start slashing. I thought
Jean Valjean
didn't seem to fit, but
amazing the entire way through. Never did it feel like he was strained or reaching or
Sacha Baron
brought it. Sacha Baron and Helena Bonham Carter as masters of the house. Funny, but not the light kind of relief that it was in the musical. They're dark, and it's a little.
They're great.
It's heavy.
I think performances are great across the board. Go ahead. What?
Eddie Redmayne, who I don't know how to say his name, but Marios was the English actor who plays Marios.
The guy with freckles?
Yeah.
Or no? Yeah. He had a great performance. He had a great performance. At one point, I was
empty chairs and empty tables. Fabulous. Yeah, really good. Brought it the entire way through.
So great performances around. There's one thing I want to say though.
Tom Hooper, by the way, is the director who brought us King's Speech 2 years ago.
One other thing, another great performance is the blonde-haired guy was wearing red, and that was the number 2 rebellion guy.
Also, we don't know.
He has not been in any action movie, so I don't know what his real name is.
Also,
but he was great. He was great in it. And the other thing I wanted to say, though, a lot of attention has been put on the mechanics and how they recorded this. They had everybody singing on set, and I think in general it worked really well. Except for remember the scene just before it goes on and rips up the paper? Spoiler alert, if you're like really attached to paper, it does get ripped.
It does get ripped, and it flies away.
Flies away. But remember that it's a great performance. Hugh Jackman's going back and forth.
Yes.
Long cut. His performance, his singing is excellent. And in the moment, you know what stands out to me? The orchestra, the music. It's not in the same room.
Only in that moment.
It's not in the same room. They should have recorded, in my opinion, they should have recorded the orchestra in the same room because it was standing out as subpar to Hugh Jackman singing.
Simply only in that scene because there was little else, and we didn't know him and love him yet in that scene. On the whole, see this movie. See it if it's the only movie you see this year. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again.